Good day everyone, my name is Armand M. Tarama and this is the group presentation of Colors of Science from STEM 1203 for combined performance tasks in biology, physics, chemistry, and media information literacy. And today, we are all going to discuss all about those subjects and it will be discussed to us by my co-members. Let's watch this.
So for chemistry, we have expressing the concentration of solutions. But first of all, let's tackle what is concentration. So what is concentration? The concentration of a substance is the quantity of solute present in the given quantity of solution. Concentration can be expressed in many different ways. We have percent by mass, percent by volume, and molarity. So molarity is the standard unit of concentration in chemistry. It indicates the number of moles of solute per liter of solution.
So, how to calculate the concentration of solution? So, in finding the mass of solute, we have the example, a 1 peso coin has a mass of 5.4 grams. How many grams of copper are in a 1 peso coin containing 75% copper by mass? Here is the given. The mass of solution is equals to 5.4 grams and the percent solution is equals to 75%. For the formula, mass of solute equals to mass of solution times the percent solute over 100% solution. We have the mass of solution is 5.4 grams and the percent solute is 75% over 100% of solution. 5.4 grams times 75% is 405 grams. Percent over 100% of solution is equals to 4.05 grams or 4 grams. So the mass of solute is 4 grams or 4.05 grams. So in finding the volume of solute, here is the example. How many ml of ethyl alcohol are present in a 50 ml bottle of a 70% alcohol solution? The given volume solution is equals to 50 ml and percent solute is equals to 70%. The formula, volume solute equals to volume of solution times percent solute over 100% of solution. So the volume solution is 50 ml and the percent solute is 70% over 100% solution. For that equation is 50 ml times 70% is 3,500 ml percent over 100% solution is equals to 35 ml. So the volume of solute is the 35 ml.
In everyday life, we encounter solutions all the time. Take for example, when you put salt in the water when you cook pasta. The salt dissolves in the water, resulting in a solution. The solute is the salt while the solvent is the water. So here we have another example. The vinegar is a solution of acetic acid and water. So the solute is acetic acid and the solvent is the water. So here we have another example. The bleach is a solution of sodium hypochlorite. Sodium hypochlorite is the solute and water is the solvent.
First example is a typical bottle of a bleach that has an active ingredient called sodium hypochlorite. We might commonly see the concentration of the bottle listed is to be 7.4%. That means that it is a aqueous solution consisting 7.4% sodium hypochlorite by mass. In other words, if there were a total of 100 grams of bleach in 7.4% or grams in sodium hypochlorite and the rest will be water. So what is alcohol? Alcoholic drinks are one of the example for the concentration of solution. Alcoholic drinks are solution of ethanol and water and other solutes depending on how the drink was made. However, spirits generally have around 30 to 40% ethanol and overproof spirit have alcohol concentration much higher.
Next, we have RC circuit for physics. But first, Let us define what is RC circuit. A resistor-capacitor circuit or RC filter or RC network is an electric circuit composed of resistors and capacitors. And also, there are two types of circuit. First, we have the series RC circuit and then the parallel RC circuit. A circuit that contains pure resistance ohms connected in series with a pure capacitor of capacitance farads is known as RC series circuit. A sinusoidal voltage is applied and current flows through resistance and capacitance of the circuit. The parallel RC circuit is generally of less interest than the series circuit. This is largely because of the output voltage is equal to the input voltage. As a result, this circuit does not act as filter on the input signal unless fed by a current source.
Hello, I am Justin Christopher L. Fernandez, and I will present to you the sample problems of RC circuit.
RC circuit sample problems. Problem number 1. Find the currents through all the resistors in the circuit below. Data presented is the volts P is equals to 12 volts, resistor 1 is equals to 10 ohms, resistor 2 is equals to 15 ohms, and resistor 3 is equals to 20 ohms. The solution. Summing the voltages around the left and right loops give these following equations. The equation 1 and the equation 2, where I3 has been replaced by I1 minus I2, multiplying equation 1 by resistor 3, multiplying equation 2 by resistor 1, then adding the equations yields this equation, which rearrange yields this equation. Once I2 is known, equation 1 can be used to get I1, and I3 can be found as the difference between I1 and I2. The answer of this solution would be I2 is equals to 0.554 amps, I1 is equals to 0.369 amps, I3 is equals to negative 0.185 amps. The second problem. Find the charges on all the capacitors in the circuit below. Data presented would be voltage V is equals to 12 volts, capacitor 1 is equals to 10 microfarads, capacitor 2 is equals to 15 microfarads, capacitor 3 is equals to 20 microfarads. The solution for problem number 2 is summing the voltages around the left and right loops gives the two following equations, equation 1 and equation 2, where Q3 has been replaced by Q1 minus Q2 dividing equation 1 by capacitor 3 dividing equation 2 by capacitor 1, then adding the equations yields of this equation, which rearrange yields of this equation. Once Q2 is known, equation 1 can be used to get Q1, and Q3 can be found by the difference between Q1 and Q2. The answer would be Q2 is equals to 120 microcoulombs, Q1 is equals to 40 microcoulombs, and Q3 is equals to negative 80 microcoulombs.
Real-life application of RC circuits. RC circuits have many applications. They can be used effectively as timers for applications such as intermittent windshield wipers, pacemakers, and strobe lights. Some models of intermittent windshield wipers use as variable resistor to adjust the interval between sweeps of the wipers.
Hi guys, so for this video I will discuss the organ system of an animal, which is the dog. So let's start. So the first one is his esophagus, this part of the dog here, and then the liver, the stomach,
Hannah Pearl. Thank you.
So today guys, I'm gonna show you and tell you the functions and the parts of the dog. So first is esophagus. Dogs swallow a muscular tube called the esophagus moves the food from their stomach to be digested. Next is the large intestine. The large intestine of the dog basically connects the small intestine to the anus. The large intestine is about 16 inches in length in 40-pound dog and is larger in diameter than the small intestine. Next is the small intestine. The small intestine of the dog has three parts. The first portion, which attaches to the stomach, is a duodenum. In a 40-pound dog, the duodenum is roughly 10 inches long. The middle and the longest portion is called the jejunum. The shortest part is ileum, which connects to the large intestine. Next is stomach. The dog is sac-like structure designed to store large volumes of the food and continue the digestive process. The esophagus carries food to stomach where it enters via a valve-like structure called the cardiac sphincter. Next is liver. The liver is responsible for several processes in a dog's body. It creates bile to aid the digestion and helps rid the body of waste. The liver also helps a dog metabolize fat, protein, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. Next is spleen. It functions as a part of immune system, helping the body to fight off infections and removing age, non-function, red blood cells, and circulation. Next is rectum. To absorb water from chyme, which is particularly digested food, and gastric secretions that are in semi-solid form of rectum, store fecal matter awaiting passage from the body. And lastly, anus. The anus has two muscular splinters that act as a door, holding the stool fecal material inside the body until it is appropriate to defecate.
Hi guys! So today we will discuss about the parts and functions of a plant. It has two systems, which is the shoot above ground and the root, which is underground. I will discuss about the shoot system. So the shoot system is the production center of a plant. It is composed of the flower, the fruit, the stem, and the leaves. It is functionally responsible for the food production, which we know as photosynthesis, and the reproduction of the plant. It is usually above the soil and develop upwards. So now, I will discuss about the functions of the parts of the shoot system. We will start off with the flower. The primary purpose of this flower is for reproduction. The pollination also happens in this part. Pollination is the movement of pollen from the anthers to the stigma. Next is the stem. The stem's primary function is to support the leaves, to conduct water and minerals to the leaves, and to transport products to the different parts of the plant and including the roots. Next is the leaf. As we all know, this is where photosynthesis happens. Its main function is to produce food for the plant. Lastly, the fruits. The fruit's main function is to protect the seeds. Fruits helps plants to spread out the seeds because once the animal eats the fruits, they discard their seeds. So now, we will proceed to the root system.
The root system. The root system is the descending portion of the plant axis. When a seed germinates, radicle is the first organ to come out. It elongates to form the primary or tap root. It gives off lateral branches, which are the secondary and tertiary roots, thus forming the root systems. It branches through the large and deep areas in the soil and anchors the plant very firmly. It also plays a vital role in absorbing water and mineral salts from the soil and transporting them upwards. There are two types of roots. The taproot, which is the primary main root that develops from the radicle and remains underground, and the fibrous roots, which is the complete opposite of the taproot system, and is usually formed by thin, moderately branching roots growing from the stem. There are four regions of the roots: the root cap, the region of maturation, the region of elongation, and the region of merisystematic cells.
And that's it. I hope you learned something and thank you for watching. Once again, this is Armand M. Taroma from the group of Colors of Science from 1203. Thank you and God bless.